Howdy guys, it's MaxiMorrow here, and I'm back with games 3 and 4 from the series against the NHL4. And yeah, these games are pretty exciting, so be sure to stick around. So yeah, just getting right into the first game. Pavelski versus Drew face off as always. And referee will drop the puck, and Drew wins it back. So here Kessel has it behind the net, throws it out in front to Drew, who was able to slot it 5-hole past Elliott. Kind of a little heartbreaker as it was only 3 minutes in, or 2.5 minutes in. But that's okay, we'll be able to get it back hopefully. And here's Kessler on the point, gets it into Green, who takes the shot, and a good tip from Backstrom, and that's going to beat the Longo 5-hole like always. Thank God we tied it up just seconds later, well more like minutes, but game time seconds. And so that will be the first period. 5-2 shots for him, and then I have a little more time on attack, so it's pretty equal, I'd say. And yeah, so getting into the second period. Pavelski versus Drew, as always, they love facing each other in the circle, and Pavelski wins it. So now Girardi's coming up shorthanded, gets it over to Kessler, but he misses the wide open net. Can't put it past the sprawling Luongo, and Carlson shoots it on net. Bergeron with a weak little tip, and it goes 5-hole, or somewhere on Elliott, and it beats him for the second goal of the game to make it 2-1 in his favor. So yeah, at this point I was kind of getting a little bit demoralized because I couldn't pot anything. His Luongo was standing on his head, but yeah, we'll see what happens. And yeah, just a few more angles of that goal. Good goal from Bergeron. And yeah, on the ensuing face-off, we got Drew versus Kessler this time, and Kessler will win it, I'm assuming. Nope, he loses it, but yeah, so that will be the second period. Not too much action so far. He has a few more shots again, and I have a bit more time on attack. So yeah, I'd say it's pretty even still. Maybe I have a little more, just in general. And yeah, so third period, getting underway with this drop of the puck. And yeah, so here's a little compilation of the net side miss on cross creases. A little bit depressing. Yeah, Burns couldn't slide home there, and kind of sucked, but so here's Kessler taking the face off. He wins it back to Pavelski, and I'm going to show this entire power play because it was pretty awesome. And so Burns just kills him, can't get it out. Over to St. Louis, can't slot it. And Kessler gets it back to the point, deep to Pavelski, can't cross it to Burns. But Kessler gets it at the point. He's just cycling around and fakes the shot back to Burns. Burns just cannons it when it misses the top left corner, and he's able to get it out, but not by much, as Burns is able to tap it right outside the blue line. So he is cycling it just holding it in the neutral zone. Comes in, can't finish on the backhand as he hits the post. That was kind of suckish, but on the ensuing face-off, Duchesne is able to win it, I believe. Yeah, he wins it, back to Burns. Burns comes in, takes a shot, and a beautiful tip from Jakub Voracek with 58.7 seconds left to tie the game up at 2-2. And I still have a power play for the remainder of the game, so let's see what we can do here. This is exciting. Voracek from Burns and Backstrom on the power play. So yeah, Voracek comes in, looking for his second goal, gets it over to Backstrom, can't finish, the wide open net misses it. Now here comes Pietrangelo, gets it over to Drew, gets it up to Parise. This was kind of scary. He gets it over, but a beautiful block from Brendan Burns. Thank gosh he was there. And then Backstrom is able to intercept the pass to Keith. Gets it up to Voracek. Voracek cuts around, but can't pot it home between Luongo's legs. And yeah, so here's the next face-off. 32.5 seconds left. Bergeron versus Duchesne, and Duchesne is able to win it back. Johnson steps into one but misses the net, or good save by Luongo rather. And here's Voracek, gets it over to Backstrom, a good shot but hits the side of the net. Now here's Duchesne cycling around on the half-boards, gets it over in the middle but can't, he gets deflected behind the net. But Duchesne keeps it in, down low to Voracek, Voracek back to Duchesne, Duchesne in front of Voracek, and the crowd goes wild. With 10.1 seconds left, Voracek with his second goal of the game to make it 3-2. That was insane. That was just so awesome. 2 goals on the power play. That was not smart of him to take 2 penalties to make it a 5-on-3. He capitalized on the 5-on-3, capitalized on the 5-on-4, and we will win the game as the clock ticks down. Thank gosh, that was a nice goal. That was a really nice goal. I'm happy that happened. Really happy. And so yeah, we were able to get it out to lock up the win And yeah, so there's game 1 in the bag. Beautiful game. I love that ending. And yeah, so there's stats. A few more shots than him, quite a bit more time on attack. I'll say I had the upper hand and I got the rightly deserved win. Now the 3 stars, Jakub Voracek, first star of course, Nicholas Backstrom and Ryan Kessler. So yeah, that is the game 3, I believe. Yeah, that's game 3, and on to game 4. Yeah, so invite him to the game. I get to be home games 3 and 4 and 6. He gets to be home the other games. And yeah, so first face-off. It's Pavelski versus Drew. That's such a change, jeez. But yeah, so Drew wins it back. Now here comes Backstrom over to Burns. Can't slot it home though. Kessler gets the dirty rebound, but can't bury it. And that will be the end of the first. Pretty uneventful, but yeah. So I think I have a little more time on attack and 1 more shot, so it's pretty equal, but not too bad. So here, getting into the second period with the drop of the puck, we are actually shorthanded going into the second period, but nothing will happen on that power play. So getting to the highlights. Here comes Patrick Sharp, I believe. He dukes around St. Louis and just snipes it past Tuukka Rask with a beautiful shot. I'll give him credit for that. That was a beautiful shot. And yeah, so just watching the replay a little bit. Unassisted from Patrick Sharp. And still on the ensuing face-off. Nothing really happens. Just normal face-off at center ice. And yeah, so here comes Pavelski doing a little bit of dragging and just snipes it bar down. That's 1-1, folks. What a shot from Pavelski, the captain. And yeah, so that was a bit of a lucky goal, but I guess I'll take it. Good shot from Pavelski. Just gets through those guys and just snipes it. That's a long go. And yeah, so getting to the next face-off. And Kessler wins it. So yeah, that's the end of the second period. Nothing else happened, and yeah, there are the stats. He has a few more shots. He has a little more time on attack. Finally outplaying me for once, he is. Yeah, so gotta step my game up a little bit. And so next face-off, and to get the third period underway, he comes in with Drew and just snipes it bar down. And yeah, another great snipe. This game is just a game of snipes. It's just a snipe show. That might be what I'll title this video, just snipe show, because it was amazing. So many snipes. And here he gets it to Sharp, and the empty net. He can't finish. With 14 seconds left, we just cut right to the end of the period. But yeah, so a little bit of lag, and Suter is able to pot it home, putting the nail in the coffin, making it 3-1 shorthanded. We had a power play. We used our timeout. We pulled our goalie, but nothing would have mattered. He still was able to put the goal in the back of the net, or the puck in the back of the net. That made no sense. But yeah, so that will be the game as the clock ticks down to ensure the win for him. And yeah, so one last rush, Backstrom comes down, but can't get through. And yeah, that will be the game. So he is pretty happy, and it's tied up 2-2 now in the series. I think I got a little more time on attack, but he had a few more shots. So yeah, pretty even game. And yeah, so getting to the 3 stars, they were Claude Giroux, Patrick Sharp, and Tuukka Rask. And yeah, so that's going to be all for this video. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.